My dear students, welcome back to our channel. Students, in this video, I am sharing UG, that is degree 6th semester, second language, Arabic, important short and long question answers. Let's start. Quick revision. First important question is,
answer any two of the following questions. 1. أجب عن السؤالين. Here are the answers to the questions. Next important short question is 2. Convert any 5 of the following words from singular into plural. Here are the plural forms of the words you provided. Next important short question is 3. Write any 5 meanings from the following words. Here are the meanings of the words you've provided. Next important short question is 4. Write a short note on any one of the following. Short note on Imam Muslim, rahimahullah zin. Imam Muslim, rahimahullah, full name Abu al-Hisan Muslim bin al-Hajjaj, was a prominent Islamic scholar and hadith compiler, born in 820 C, in Nishibur, modern day Iran. He is best known for his work, Sahih Muslim, which is recorded as one of the most authentic collections of sayings of the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, second only to Sahih al-Bukhari. Imam Muslim dedicated his life to collecting and verifying hadiths, traveling widely across the Islamic world to meet and learn from scholars. Imam Muslim was known for his meticulous standards in selecting hadiths. He established strict criteria to ensure the authenticity of the narrations, which contributed to the preservation of the Prophet's teachings. His compilation, Sahih Muslim, contains approximately 7,000 hadiths and is divided into 58 books that cover various aspects of Islamic law, theology, and practice. إمام مسلم باستوين 261 875 C, in Nishibur. His contributions to Islamic scholarship have had a lasting impact, and his work remains an essential reference for scholars and students of Islamic studies. Short note on Imam Malik, rahimahullah zin. Imam Malik ibn Anas, rahimahullah, was a renowned Islamic scholar, born in 711 C, in Medina, the city of the Prophet Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He is the founder of the Maliki school of thought, one of the 4 major Sunni schools of jurisprudence. Imam Malik is best known for his compilation of Al-Muwatta, a comprehensive collection of hadiths and legal opinions, which he meticulously compiled from the practices of the people of Medina, who were known for preserving the authentic traditions of the Prophet. Imam Malik was highly regarded for his deep knowledge of Islamic jurisprudence, and he focused on the practical application of Islamic law. He emphasized the importance of consensus, ijma, and the traditions of the people of Medina as reliable sources of law. His influence spread across the Muslim world, especially in North Africa. إمام مالك ببست 179 795 سي. His legacy continues through the Maliki school, and his work, Al-Muwatt, remains an important reference in Islamic legal scholarship. Next important long questions. First important long question is: explain the summary of the list Sarojini Naidu. Sarojini Naidu, also known as the Nightingale of India, was an influential Indian poet, freedom fighter, and a political leader. Born in 1879 in Hyderabad, she was the daughter of Akhornath Chowtobadhyay, a renowned Bengali scholar. Sarojini was highly educated and went on to study in England, where she attended King's College London and later the Cotton College at Cambridge University. She was introduced to literature at an early age and began writing poetry, which gained her recognition. Her poetic style was lyrical and often inspired by the themes of patriotism, beauty, and the Indian struggle for independence. Her poems in English gained national recognition, and she became an iconic figure for her literary talents. Some of her famous works include In the Bazaars of Hyderabad and The Broken Wing. Apart from being a poet, Sarojini Naidu was deeply involved in India's independence movement. She was actively involved with leaders like Mahatma Gandhi and participated in various national movements, including the Salt March. Her speeches and writing inspired many, particularly women, to participate in the struggle for freedom. Sarojini Naidu was also a key advocate for women's rights and played a significant role in the Indian Women's Association. She believed in the empowerment of women and fought for their right to participate in public life. Her leadership and contributions earned her the title of Baurat Kaukilau, the Nightingale of India, a testament to her eloquent voice in both poetry and politics. In 1947, after India gained independence, Sarojini Naidu was appointed the Governor of United Provinces, now Uttar Pradesh, becoming the first woman to hold such a position in independent India. She passed away in 1949, leaving behind a rich legacy of poetry and political activism. Her contributions continue to inspire generations of women and leaders in India. In conclusion, Sarojini Naidu was not just a poet but also a nationalist and an advocate for women's rights. Her works and leadership made a significant impact on Indian society, both in the realms of literature and politics. B. Translate the following paragraph with reference to the context. Translation of paragraphs with reference to context. Next important, long questions. 6. Write any 5 opposite words from the following. Here are the opposite antonyms of the abbreviated words. B. Answer any 5 of the following questions. Here are the answers to the questions you provided. Long questions. Write the summary of the less. النجم. Summary of the less. النجم, the star. The less, النجم, the star, is a poetic reflection on the beauty and significance of stars in the night sky. The poet uses the star as a symbol of inspiration and guidance, highlighting how it lights up the darkness of the night. The star is seen as a beacon of hope for those lost in the fatness of the world, just as it has guided travelers for centuries. It represents an ideal of beauty, constancy, and clarity. The poem expresses admiration for the star's ability to remain steadfast and glowing despite the surrounding darkness. The poet describes the star as a symbol of perseverance, illuminating even the darkest nights without faltering. The star does not demand anything in return for its light, making it a symbol of selfless service and purity. The poet also reflects on the idea of the star as a constant in the ever-changing world. While many things around us change, the star remains a fixed point in the sky, offering comfort and direction to those who look up at it. In this sense, the star is a metaphor for hope and guidance, encouraging individuals to stay true to their path, no matter the challenges or obstacles they may face. Furthermore, the star serves as a reminder of the vastness and beauty of the universe. It reminds the people of the greatness of creation and encourages them to appreciate the simple yet profound elements of nature that often go unnoticed. The star is an enduring symbol of hope, a reminder that light and clarity can always be found, even in the most difficult times. In conclusion, النجم, the star, is not just a simple depiction of a celestial body. It is a poetic exploration of the themes of guidance, hope, constancy, and beauty. The lesson emphasizes the importance of staying true to one's path and drawing inspiration from the steadfast light that stars provide in the darkness. B. Fill up the blanks with the given suitable words. Here are the sentences filled with suitable words. Next important, long questions. Write in detail about the Islamic literature during the Abbasid period. Islamic literature during the Abbasid period. The Abbasid period, من 750 إلى 1258 CE, was a golden age for Islamic civilization, marked by significant advancements in literature, science, art, and culture. There is the flourishing of Islamic literature, with contributions from various scholars, poets, historians, and philosophers. The Abbasids established their capital in Baghdad, which became the intellectual and cultural center of the Muslim world. One of the most notable features of Abbasid literature was the development of Arabic poetry. Classical Arabic poetry continued to be popular during this period, but it began to evolve with new themes, styles, and forms. Poets during this time explored diverse subjects such as love, mysticism, and social criticism. Prominent poets like Abu Nuwas and al-Mutanabi contributed significantly to the richness of Arabic poetry. Abu Nuwas, for example, was famous for his wine poetry and his exploration of pleasure, while al-Mutanabi was known for his eloquent expressions of pride, heroism, and self-praise. The Abbasid period also witnessed the rise of prose literature, particularly in the form of historical works, biographies, and philosophical writings. Al-Yawiz, a renowned scholar and writer, contributed greatly to Arabic prose. His famous work, Kitab al-Hayaw, Book of Animals, is a reflection of his knowledge of biology, sociology, and literature, showcasing his wit and observational skills. His prose writings were filled with humor and insights into the society of the time. In addition, the Abbasid period gave birth to the development of literary criticism and the rise of the Arabic novel. During this era, many classical works of Greek philosophy and science were translated into Arabic, which influenced Islamic scholars and writers to explore subjects such as metaphysics, logic, and ethics. Another major development in Abbasid literature was the rise of mysticism and the incorporation of Sufism into literary works. Rumi, although slightly later, and al-Hallaj influenced the literature of the era with their poetic expressions of spiritual love and devotion to God. In conclusion, Islamic literature during the Abbasid period was marked by its intellectual vitality, the flourishing of poetry and prose, and the integration of both Greek and Islamic philosophies. The Abbasid era left a lasting impact on Arabic literature, laying the groundwork for future generations of writers and thinkers. B. Write a detailed note about Al-Imam Malik. Write a note about Imam Bukhari in detail. A detailed note about Imam Malik. Imam Malik ibn Anas, من 711 إلى 795 CE, was one of the most prominent Islamic scholars and jurists of his time, and the founder of the Maliki school of jurisprudence. Born in Medina, the city that was home to the Prophet Muhammad, BBA, Imam Malik had direct access to the sources of early Islamic tradition and law. This unique connection to the early Muslim community greatly influenced his legal methodology and his approach to Islamic jurisprudence. Imam Malik was raised in a scholarly environment, and from an early age, he was surrounded by teachers and scholars who were deeply knowledgeable about the Qur'an, hadiths, and the practices of the early Muslim community. His legal methodology was based on the Sunnah, the practices and traditions of the Prophet Muhammad, and the actions of the people of Medina, who were recorded as the most authentic practitioners of the Prophet's teachings. He believed that the people of Medina, due to their proximity to the Prophet's life, preserved the true practices of Islam, making their actions an essential source of legal guidance. One of Imam Malik's most significant contributions was his compilation of the Al-Muwatta, the Approved, which is one of the earliest and most influential collections of hadiths and legal rulings. This book combined narrations of the Prophet Muhammad's sayings and actions with the legal opinions of Imam Malik himself and other scholars of his time. It became a foundational text for Islamic law and has influenced countless scholars and jurists throughout history. Imam Malik's legal approach emphasized consensus, ijm, analogy, case, and reasoning, istihsan. He was particularly cautious about issuing legal rulings and preferred to rely on the established practices of the People of Medina. Imam Malik's school of thought remains influential today, especially in North Africa and parts of Sub-Saharan Africa, where the Maliki Madhab school of thought continues to be widely followed. Imam Malik passed away in 795 CE, leaving behind a legacy that shaped Islamic jurisprudence. His work continues to be studied and respected, and his contributions to Islamic law and knowledge are considered a beacon for scholars and practitioners of Islamic jurisprudence worldwide. A detailed note about Imam Bukhari. إمام محمد ابن إسماعيل البخاري من 810 إلى 870 CE, commonly known as Imam Bukhari, is one of the most revered scholars in the Islamic world, particularly known for his compilation of the Sahih al-Bukhari, the most authentic collection of hadiths, sayings and actions of the Prophet Muhammad. Imam Bukhari was born in Bukhara, modern-day Uzbekistan, in 810 CE into a family of scholars, which set the foundation for his lifelong pursuit of knowledge. From an early age, Imam Bukhari showed an exceptional aptitude for learning. He lost his father at a young age, and his mother played a crucial role in his education and spiritual upbringing. He traveled widely in search of knowledge, visiting major centers of Islamic learning in cities such as Mecca, Medina, Cairo, Damascus, and Baghdad. Imam Bukhari met with countless scholars and collected over 600,000 hadiths during his travels, thoroughly examining each narration for authenticity. Imam Bukhari is best known for his monumental work, Sahih al-Bukhari, which he spent 16 years compiling. He applied rigorous criteria to select only those hadiths that met the highest standards of authenticity. These criteria included verifying the integrity of the narrators, ensuring the continuity of the chain of transmission, isnad, and confirming that the narrators were trustworthy and had excellent memories. After extensive research and careful scrutiny, Imam Bukhari included approximately 7,275 hadiths in his collection, many of which were verified by multiple sources. His compilation is considered the most authentic collection of hadiths in Sunni Islam and is recorded as the most authoritative source after the Qur'an. Imam Bukhari was known for his piety, humility, and strict adherence to the teachings of Islam. His efforts in preserving and transmitting the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad have had a lasting impact on Islamic scholarship. He passed away in 870 CE in Kaurtingik, Ihtan near Bukhara. The influence of Imam Bukhari's work cannot be overstated. His Sahih al-Bukhari remains a fundamental source for understanding the Sunnah and continues to be studied by scholars and students of Islamic sciences around the world. Imam Bukhari's legacy as a hadith scholar and his dedication to preserving the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad make him one of the most respected figures in Islamic history.
I hope you understand easily each question. All the best, students, for your upcoming exam. For other subject quick revision, important questions, previous question papers, and syllabus. Links are available in description. Check out once. Thank you for watching. Like and share this video with your friends.